Yakushima, Japan. A steady rain soaks the forest on the island of Yakushima, an island on the southern tip of the Kyushu region of Japan. Annual rainfall here can reach 4,500 millimeters, or 177 inches a year. In her novel Floating Clouds, author Fumiko Hayashi said Yakushima is where it rains 35 days a month. Yakushima's mountain peaks are unusually high for an island. This is Mount Miyanoradaki, the highest peak in the Kyushu region. This primeval laurel forest blankets the western half of the island, up to an elevation of 800 meters, or 2,625 feet above sea level. Belonging to the laurel family, these evergreen trees are known for their glossy leaves. At one time, laurel forests were distributed throughout most of East Asia. The laurel forests that once thrived in western Japan, as far east as Tokyo, are now almost all gone. All that remains are scattered small patches, such as the groves of trees that typically surround Shinto shrines. Yakushima's primeval forest is an exception. It survives exactly as it was thousands of years ago, as a natural island sanctuary and home to a wide variety of trees and vegetation. Yakushima was designated a World Heritage Site in 1993. Yakushima is a microcosm of Japan's various vegetation zones. The island's vegetation lying between 800 and 1,200 meters, or 2,625 and 3,938 feet above sea level, subtly transitions from laurel forests to forests of ancient cryptomeria trees. On Yakushima, cryptomeria trees over 1,000 years old are called yakusugi, and those that are younger are called kosugi. Cryptomeria trees are also known as Japanese cedar trees, as they are endemic to Japan. Many of them are over 1,000 years old. A poem in the ancient collection of Japanese poetry called Manyoshu describes cryptomeria trees as being inhabited by gods because of their imposing stature and distinctive shape. It is a tree very familiar to the people of Japan. Yakushima is the southern limit of naturally growing cryptomeria forests. Abundant precipitation and mineral-rich soil create an ideal habitat for the yakusugi trees. Moss grows at the base of the gigantic trees in this dense, humidity-drenched forest, where sunlight struggles to enter. Utilizing the moisture and nutrients of the moss, low-growing trees sprout and then embrace the trunks of the yakusugi trees as they grow. These trees exude incredible vitality within forests that thrive because of the natural synergy of its plant life. 70 kilometers, or 44 miles south of Cape Sata, at the southern tip of Kyushu Island, is the demarcation point, where Yakushima's classification changes to a subtropical climatic zone. Yakushima Island is located about 1,000 kilometers, or 621 miles southwest of Tokyo. Because it sits in the path of the Japan Current, which carries warm water up from the southern part of the country, Yakushima is nestled within a subtropical sea. The island's natural features range from coral reefs to towering frozen peaks that rise 2,000 meters, or 6,562 feet above sea level. Known as the Alps on the sea, Yakushima's mountains rise up out of the water and block the airstream paths. These airstreams gust up the island's slopes, bringing the moisture from the thick cumulonimbus clouds hovering above the mountains. Ultimately, these clouds produce heavy rainfalls. Water moves in a continuous cycle on the island. The island's unique ecosystem is both subtropical and subarctic. This range of climates, from subtropical coast to temperate snow-capped peaks, gives Yakushima its mixed contrasting environments. In winter, Yakushima's mountains are snow-covered. Yet the lower slopes of the white-tipped mountains are carpeted with dense green forests. Even in winter, the island's interior continues to receive the necessary amount of water and sunlight to sustain its lush green plant cover. The weather of the island changes in cycles. On the slopes of Yakushima, Kyushu's highest mountainous area, subtropical plants thrive below, while subarctic vegetation grows up above. Whereas Yakushima boasts a diverse range of plant life, the number of animal species is limited. However, the Yaku Japanese macaque and Yakusika deer are endemic to the island. Japan is an archipelago extending 2,500 kilometers, or 1,553 miles north to south, and spanning different climate zones. All of Japan's natural environments are captured in miniature on this island. Because of its warm climate and fertile soil, Yakushima Island has a long history of inhabitation. There are approximately 14,000 residents, living mostly in small villages scattered on the seashore. While interaction between the islanders and outsiders has taken place, there has always been a harmonious coexistence between nature and the island people. Today, 21% of the island falls within the World Heritage Site, and 96% of that territory is made up of virgin forest. With a background of lush green mountains, teeming coral reefs, ancient subtropical forests, and subarctic grasslands, Yakushima Island is an enchanting display of nature, unspoiled and uniquely varied.